next thing we're going to look at is ads management. Effectively, the purpose of this page is for us to assign our ads to specific books. And that's super important because when you're looking at breaking down an individual book to see how much you've spent specifically on that book, or if you're looking at a series to see how much you spent on the entire series, meaning, all of the books in the series individually, or maybe just the first book, then you can get a better indication of how much you have spent on that book or that series and how much you're making in return for it, which is really important for things such as the series performance report as an example. So you might end up just seeing a few of these guys and it's not that big of a deal, or you could end up with 50 or 60 of these ads here. And so going through and having to check each one of them carefully and then doing the assignment one by one would be a little bit time consuming. So we've done a few things to kind of help alleviate this pain. The first thing is making it so when you check on these items, a pop-up comes up. And what that allows you to do is to assign all 3 of these books to a specific book in your drop-down list. Okay, so that's one option that you have. You can also check them all. If they're all the same for the same book, you can check them all and then do the same thing. But these aren't the same book. And so let's just say that there were a whole bunch of these. We've added a new idea that's called Search Ad, or a new feature that's called Search Ad. And what you can do here is find something in here that matches. So for example, we'll say Seattle and we'll paste that in there, and you'll notice it just got rid of everything but these 3. So this will allow us to more quickly basically filter out the ones that we don't want, or the ones that we do want. So I could type in Las, and you'll see Las Vegas shows up, and then I can check this and just assign these books directly to Las Vegas. If I change this, if you hit enter, you'll see that those are set back on that. And so now we'll say Seattle, and we'll do the same thing on this, and this will allow us to now assign those specifically to Seattle. And so this will save you a lot of time, especially if you have a bunch of them running. I do caution you to be a little bit careful because what you don't want to do is type in, let's say, Seattle, and you'll find that this happens to be for a box set. But what if I also had Seattle PPD Book 1? So in that instance, it would show all 3, but I wanted to assign only this one to a box set and this one to a box set, but this one should be to Book 1. Then what I would want to do is, make sure that I have the full information here, so that way it's only showing the proper books. Because if I don't, that's gonna, I'm gonna be assigning things to the wrong stuff, and then you'd have to go into your assigned section and reassign them, which you can still filter out at, but it's just, just be a little bit more cognizant of what's going on in here. It'll make it a lot easier for you in the long run.